Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? Isotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at isotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kieltyka.
This is the High Gain Podcast.
It is the High Gain Podcast, Ed.
What do we talk about on the High Gain Podcast, John?
As always, we talk about guitars, Ed.
That's great. Where are we recording from today, John?
Beautiful West Seattle, Washington.
Oh, that's great. What's the weather like today, John?
Yeah, the weather is crappy.
It is rainy and dark and crappy. Today, I got home and we have a rain barrel outside our house. And there's an overflow valve in this huge 55-gallon barrel, and water was just pouring out of it. And in 2 days, a 55-gallon rain barrel had filled up, and I had to go and, emergency run a line out
like a
into the
hose
yard.
out to the street or something?
Exactly. Yeah. Because it has just been pouring.
I think it's that time of year in Seattle, viewers.
Yep.
Where we get lots of rain.
You hear about that thing with Seattle?
It's true.
It is a true story.
We get the rain.
Yeah, and that's cool. But, we got guitars. We can stay inside and play guitars. That's fun.
Guitars are always good.
Yeah.
Beverages.
Beverages are fun.
Yeah.
What do you got today, John?
Well, I see you brought me a beverage.
Yeah, I did.
Ed is trying to hip me to the ways of the kombucha. So I see that there's some sort of berry hibiscus kombucha deal. Tell me about this stuff.
It's out of Puget Sound Kombucha Company.
Oh, local.
I got it at Real Fine Coffee.
Nice.
Yeah, I picked it up this morning. I had some lovely coffee, and then I grabbed a couple of kombuchas.
It smells somewhat medicinal, Ed.
Oh, that's great. That's great. You know what's in this thing? We got some certified organic green tea, some hibiscus, some blueberries, dried blueberries.
Nice.
We got the calendula.
Yeah.
Calendula. We got some cornflowers, some kombucha culture.
Take that, big corn. We're not going to use your syrup or your corn. Just your flowers.
Your flowers.
Corn flowers.
So it's great. I haven't tried it yet. Have you?
I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it now for your sake, Ed.
I don't want. Yeah.
It's kind of medicinal.
This is actually pretty tame.
Is
kombucha.
It?
Well, I mean, compared to that Fireball we drank that one day.
That's true. The one with the cayenne pepper in it.
You know what I'm saying?
That was very cayenne-y.
Yeah.
That
was a real small batcher. Yeah. That was a small job.
Small job. Small job.
Yep. What do you got? What do you got on your lap there, John?
Oh man, this is pretty awesome, Ed. We are. Can you even guess?
Me? I can guess. Yep. Yeah.
Today, we're talking about the Gibson Les Paul Jr.
I think that is a really cool guitar.
The venerable Gibson Les Paul Jr.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of people ask us for this.
Yep.
And so we're doing it.
Yep.
We're doing it in style.
We went and talked to Frank at Thunder Road Guitars.
We did. And Frank was nice enough to loan us a Les Paul Jr. out of his personal collection.
Oh.
This is a 1955 Les Paul TV.
Yep.
The only difference between something that says Les Paul Jr. and something that says Les Paul TV is just the finish.
Yep.
This one is in TV yellow.
Yeah.
Regular one would have been sunburst.
55, that does not look super yellow to me anymore.
No, this one is kind of beat.
Yep.
We will put pictures of it up there.
Yeah. Honest Wear. Honest Wear Frank. That's what we call him.
Yep. Honest Frank Wear. Frank's Honest Wares.
Yep. I think that doing the Les Paul Jr. right after doing the Fender Telecaster is great. The Junior is a lot like a Telecaster. It has got a lot of features to it that are way more Telecaster-like than Les Paul-like.
Well, then are you going to enjoy this story, Ed?
I probably will because I honestly don't know a lot about it, but that's what occurs to me because it's got the flat top, the flat back.
Yep.
It's not like a regular Les Paul where it's all rounded and kind of
Right.
fancy boy.
Yeah, it's not a carved top.
It looks a lot like a Telecaster to me. So
Yes.
maybe that's no accident. Maybe it is an accident. I don't know. You're going to tell me.
I'm going to tell you some stuff.
Before we talk about that, we did get a mail.
We got a mail?
We got a message.
A message?
Yeah, we have had that discussion about the fretboard. I don't know if it matters to the sound. I don't know if the wood matters. I don't know if the fretboard matters because it's an electric guitar with an electric pickup. And I just think the people who say that they can hear some crazy difference in the tone of a maple neck.
Right. I came down in the middle because I do have my preferences, but I'm not willing to say
that you could A-B them in your ear holes, right? Could you do that?
Right.
Could you A-B?
I mean, I've been playing long enough that I'm willing to admit that this could just be some perception in my head that bears no relation to reality.
Sure. So then we got this article sent to us, and here is a quote. I'd like to read you a quote. Are you ready for this quote?
I'm ready.
I've found through the years that certain paints sound different. So the White Reverend, I think, sounds better. I have a couple of other ones in different colors, he's implying. But this one seems to sound the best. Billy Corrigan.
Billy Corrigan thinks the paint.
The color of the paint. He thinks the color of the paint
affects
the tone of the guitar. And that if you buy one of his signature model Reverends,
you'll love it.
You will love it no matter what the color, but buy white.
Right.
Because white sounds the best.
I wish I could laugh only at Billy Corgan. But we've talked about John Lennon in the past.
Yeah.
And his Epiphone Casino, he had the entire finish, paint and lacquer stripped.
Sure.
For that very same reason. He had people telling him, like, dude, it's impeding the tone. You got to get rid of it.
Right. I almost feel like that finish thing, though, on a hollow body guitar, it's something that I would consider a little more valid, like pulling the lacquer, like the whole finish off of hollow body. It seems like that could make it more resonant because you're just like stripping it down.
Well, I wonder too, if you look at Fenders that have nitro finishes on them versus the ones from the 70s, say, that have the thick polyurethane finishes on them.
I do not believe it. I also don't believe that the color affects the playability or sound of the guitar. But, you know, if you're going to trust someone, you got to trust Billy Corrigan.
That's like, on the one hand, it's Billy Corrigan. On the other hand, you're colorblind.
Right. And it's Billy Corrigan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't even believe the type of wood matters. Billy Corrigan? No.
I
even
wonder,
the color.
I wonder what color M&Ms that dude thinks taste best.
Only green. He only eats the green ones.
Only green.
Guy like Billy.
Wow.
Sure.
That is pretty cool to get some comments from people. Keep them coming, viewers. We love this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, who sent us that?
Someone on Instagram, Alehan.
Alhan.
Alehan. Alehan.
Yeah, take it up with him.
Yeah, take it up with him. I think TV Yellow, if I were going to buy a Les Paul Jr., I'd buy it in TV Yellow.
I wonder if, like, psychosocially, color matters.
Psychosocially?
What's it sound like to you?
Billy Joe Armstrong from Green Day. That's going to be my answer every time you ask me, because he's the only guy I can think of in my brain right now who plays one. So every answer will be Billy Joe Armstrong.
Growly, maybe.
It's a little growly.
And there's no distortion on it.
Yeah.
I put something on it.
What do you got there? Fuzz War again. It'll be good. You can go from the Telecaster episode to the Les Paul Jr. episode and same distortion.
Yep. This has got a dog-eared P90 on it.
Dog-eared P90.
This can be surface-mounted to the guitar as opposed to having to route out to set the thing in.
I see.
It puts the pole pieces that much closer to the strings because it sits that much higher.
Can't you adjust the height of the actual pickup itself?
On this one, no.
Okay, but that's why it's hot.
Yep.
Sure.
Super hot.
Okay. Like a 12? like a 19.
Oh, on the
Richter scale.
On the pickup Richter scale?
Yep.
That's up there, man. That's got to be it, like hot.
Yep. Shit's hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
This was introduced in 1954, Ed, Les Paul Jr.
54. Okay.
Why'd they do it?
Compete with the Telecaster.
No.
A cheap model. They wanted to make a cheap model.
Yeah, they wanted something that was better on the margins.
Yep.
Entry level,
Yep.
but still high quality and affordable.
I actually wasn't positive about that. It totally makes sense just the way it looks that's the entry model. Okay.
And they were also present enough to think about the future. To think like, okay, we can't just make this some kind of knockoff entry level piece of crap. If we make it well, then as these kids whose parents are buying them these things grow up, they're going to go buy a Les Paul. That's what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so these things sold well.
Yeah.
People loved them.
Yep.
There's no binding. The top is not carved. It's just a plank, a single P90 dog ear pickup,
Yep.
one volume, one tone, a single cutaway.
Yep.
That's it. The original finish was sunburst only.
Oh, okay.
By the end of that year, you could get this TV yellow.
In 54.
You want to
Yeah.
know about the TV yellow, Ed?
I have a thing in my brain that it had to do with black and white TVs and showing up or something.
I guess we should talk about what this color is for the viewers who can't see. It's a yellow that's more like mustard colored.
The one you're holding or TV yellow in general, like what you would have had out of the factory?
In general.
That thing in the day looked way different than it looks today.
Our particular example has darkened considerably, but in general, would have been like
mustardy.
Not like bright yellow.
Right.
So, Ed was saying TV.
TV.
It's true that back in the day, TVs used vacuum tubes, picture tubes.
Sure.
And the fidelity of those could not handle heavy shifts in either light or dark. Anybody who's seen TV footage from like the 50s and you see the whites are like glowing and blown out. So the thought is that if you made things TV yellow, this more muted color, it would show up more as regular white on TV.
It is literally for black and white TV.
Nope. What I have here for you, Ed, I have 3 theories.
Okay.
And we can talk about why they might or might not be true.
Okay, sure. Let's do that.
Nobody seems to know which, if any of these, are true or not.
Okay.
Number 1 is the TV thing.
Yep.
Here's why it might not be. If this was to appear better on TV, why was it only available on their introductory student models? Are all their introductory students planning on appearing on TV real quick?
Oh, sure. Okay.
And if it was true, why not make the Les Paul?
Sure.
yellow?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm buying that counter argument.
Okay, you want to hear the next one?
Sure.
Remember those big consoles you can get?
Mid-century modern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Popular finish on those pieces of furniture was something called limed mahogany.
Okay.
And guess what it looked like?
TV yellow?
Yeah.
Okay.
The thought is it was called TV yellow because so many consoles were finished in that color.
Oh.
I could see maybe not.
Okay.
Nobody knows.
I've seen a lot of those 50s console things. I don't think I've seen a single one in that yellow color.
I have.
Okay.
Next, TV
Yeah.
is an acronym used by the dudes at Gibson.
Yeah.
You alluded to this earlier.
Okay.
Stands for Telecaster version.
Oh. That would be crazy.
Like the Esquire.
Like the
it's
Esquire.
got this similar color.
Yeah.
Single cutaway.
Yeah.
Black pickguard.
No, I mean,
competitively
the shape,
priced.
Yep. The shape is a whole lot like Telecaster.
Did they do it to compete or did they not?
That would be crazy.
There's actually a 4th one that I've heard.
Yeah.
Which is that Les Paul, our man Les Paul.
Yeah.
He and his wife had a TV show.
Yep.
And they played Les Pauls a lot on the TV show.
Yep.
I don't know if they played juniors, but that's the theory. Is it called TV because it's Les Paul and those guys are on TV? Who knows?
Okay.
If anybody can prove what is and is not the truth of the matter,
We'll give you a sticker.
you could break some news.
Sure. Break some news. We'll give you a sticker.
Yeah.
Lovely high gain sticker.
Yeah, break some heavy news, you get a sticker.
How's that play?
It plays great. It's got a big, thick neck, like a big, round baseball bat neck,
Yep.
which is kind of nice.
Yeah.
The sustain is all there.
In the Les Paul world, that thing's real crazy light.
Yeah, super light,
Yep.
real comfortable.
Yep.
And there's something to be said, maybe back then but especially now, one pickup, one volume, one
Yeah.
tone.
Oh, I'm into it.
Set it and forget it. Turn the volume all the way up. Go.
Yep. That's my jam right there.
Kind of nice.
I think if I were going to get a Les Paul Jr.,
Yeah.
I would totally go double cutaway.
Double
I
cutaway.
would have to go double cut. What year did the double cut come out?
58.
58.
Yeah.
Oh.
You would have to wait till then.
Oh, no thanks. No thanks. I could get this thing in 54, 55.
Yeah.
I ain't waiting.
When
Do you know
the-
James Dean died in 1955?
Did he?
Yeah.
What? How did he die? Was it like him in his race car or some shit?
Yeah, he died in a car crash.
Why?
He had a Porsche Spider in maybe like, oh yeah, James
Yeah,
Dean.
James Dean.
R.I.P. Those little Porsche Spiders, man, those things are crazy looking because they are tiny.
Are they just death traps?
Yes, they are. They've got that little tiny window where the windscreen up front, the windshield,
Yeah.
is probably like 6 or 8 inches high, and there's no roof on it, so if that thing flips, I'm not sure if he flipped it and rolled it a bunch of times or what, but there's no roof at all.
James Dean, 55.
1955. Same year Marlon Brando won the Academy Award.
What for?
For On the Waterfront.
Ah, I could have been someone.
You could have been. You're a fucking bum, though.
Bum, which is what I am.
Yeah. Exactly.
Not just a bum.
Yep. That was not Marlon Brando, R.I.P.
Oh, yeah. What was not Marlon Brando?
That was not Marlon Brando, just his voice from the grave or anything. That was
yeah,
actually John
good.
doing a spot-on Brando impression.
Well, you know why that is?
I don't know.
Do you know where On the Waterfront takes place?
New Jersey?
Hoboken.
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen that movie? More than once?
Maybe.
Okay.
So you would have had to wait till 58 to get the double cutaway.
Yeah.
Interestingly, when they did introduce that in 58, it replaced the single cutaway. They just switched to the double.
Okay.
And not only that, but the sunburst option, they replaced it with the cherry red.
Where was the pickup selector on the 2 pickup version? Was it on the horn or was it down low? Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
These are things that a couple of guys who pretend to talk about guitars should.
Yeah. Shoddy construction.
Oh,
Yeah. You know about the heroin?
Do I?
Yeah. Well, there's more than one way to get off heroin,
Okay.
apparently.
Okay.
One of the ways you can get off it is cold turkey,
Okay.
says John Lennon. This is called Cold Turkey. And this is a Les Paul Jr.
Temperatures rising, fever is high.
I like the bass in this one.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Can't see no sky.
Okay.
My feet
All
are
right.
so heavy.
That's pretty good, huh?
Nah.
That was his second single after leaving the Beatles.
I don't know if I've ever heard that song before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
John Lennon.
Oh.
Killed on my birthday.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, it is true. December 8th. They also introduced a 3/4 model.
Is that right around when like the Mustang is coming out?
Yeah.
Trying to remember dates for like every model of every guitar. I forgive you, John.
Oh,
is all
thank you
I'm
very
saying.
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
They would eventually replace the Les Paul TV with a renamed version,
Okay.
the SG TV.
That's not the right move.
They did not have a choice. Their relationship with Les Paul came to an end,
Oh.
and they couldn't put the Les Paul name on them anymore.
Oh.
So that's when they switched the name to SG for solid guitar.
But this is also when Les Paul is going through that divorce and he wants to like hide some money from his
Allegedly.
hide money. He didn't want his name put on the guitar.
That is what is alleged.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Okay. Senator.
The 3/4 didn't last very long. By 61, that thing was gone. I guess nobody wanted the little shorty.
I bet those are cool. I bet a little short
They could
junior.
be.
I bet that thing would be real cool.
It could be.
I wonder how rare they are. I don't know if I've ever seen one. Les Paul, as a name, wasn't out of the lineup for very long.
No, I don't think so.
Allegedly, the divorce paperwork was done, and allegedly, they started using the name again,
Allegedly.
Or something. I don't know.
You think back to like the 50s when it's like, oh, that's when the payola scandals started. Like, oh, you want me to play your record on the radio? fork it over. Okay, you don't cut your check, whatever.
When it comes to money, allegedly people are awful.
Yeah, so basically the Les Paul Jr. as we know it in this incarnation, by late 60s, it's gone.
That's too bad.
Yeah, that's too bad. But it still has its followers and attractors.
Yeah.
You talk about like when Mustangs are in a pawn shop in the 70s, how much were they?
Yeah.
When this was in the
Yeah.
pawn shop in the 70s, it's probably $50.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, like nobody wants these things. Nobody wanted them. So this whole thing grows up around the Les Paul Jr.,
Yep.
and it's timed perfectly with punk
Yeah.
because they want that growl that they're going to get.
Okay. Oh, so we're going to listen to some Billy Joe Armstrong.
Do you know Mott the Hoople?
Sure.
David Bowie loved those guys.
Okay.
So this is Mott the Hoople, a song called Violence. (1973).
Great.
I'm a missing link. The room stink. I can't talk. Well, that's too bad. What's going on?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's kind of the nascent punk stuff.
Sure.
Also in 73, who was doing stuff like this? The New York Dolls,
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Thunders,
Yep. Oh. Okay.
52 to 91.
Young man.
This is called Bad Girl, Ed.
A new bad girl.
Yeah.
Get on my block. I gave her my key. I said, don't bother to knock.
Yep.
I said, come
Very,
on.
you know,
You got what I need.
punk, but kind of that garagey punk thing.
Yeah,
You know?
but you can
Yeah.
see from what we started playing,
Yeah.
it's getting kind of like,
Yeah. It's getting a little dirtier.
it's growing up.
Yeah. Real big boy style. How's that thing play? Is it a buttery dream?
Lots of sustain, I noticed.
Yeah. It's probably that color. It's probably the TV yellow
Oh,
really,
the TV yellow is
really
helping.
makes it
Let
sustain.
me see. Even sounds yellow, doesn't it?
Yep.
It plays wonderfully.
I just like how stripped down it is. Plain Jane, volume, tone, go.
I should say that the pickup is positioned closer to the bridge. They wanted to get more trebly sound out of the pickup,
Sure.
the P90, which is typically maybe a little warmer.
Mission accomplished.
The Clash, our man Mick Jones.
Oh, Mick Jones. We don't ring the bell for him. He's
No,
still
no,
around.
no, but-
He's doing stuff.
He's doing stuff.
Sure.
So we know that Mick Jones and Joe Strummer were the guitarists.
Joe Strummer?
Joe Strummer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the other guitarist in
Yep.
the Clash. Oh, Joe Strummer.
Yeah.
We know Joe Strummer played Tellys.
Yep.
We know Mick Jones played Les Paul Jr.'s.
Okay.
This is I'm So Bored with the USA.
Is this the junior? Or is this the...
I think right side of your headphones is Telly. Left side is...
Yeah. Yeah. So it starts
junior.
out with the junior. Yeah. Yep. We are also sort of moving up in my appreciation scale of the music as we're going forward.
You mind if I throw a wrench in it? I'm just going to skip forward just to fuck with you, Ed.
Oh. I don't know. Wait,
It's a Les
what
Paul
is
Jr.
this? Oh. I like it more without the Les Paul Jr. Just that. Okay.
Tell me you liked it. Tell me how much you liked it.
I didn't love it, but you know,
Oh, you loved
didn't.
it?
I didn't hate it.
That's our man Keith Urban,
Oh,
the country
Great.
singer from Australia.
Great. Is he married to Nicole Kidman?
I think he might be.
Nicole Kidman, right?
Unless they're divorced or who knows.
Oh, that would be terrible. That would be awful.
Yeah, that would
She was married to Tom Cruise.
I'll bet that was no picnic.
Oh, Tom Cruise he's a lovely man.
Apparently,
that
it was very nice.
Maybe Nicole Kidman has other things to say. The fucking Thetans getting to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
Okay.
Keith Urban apparently loves the juniors.
Oh, great.
So,
Well, I mean, that's cool. Good for him.
should I get back to the shit you actually like?
Yeah, okay.
This guy played Les Paul Jr. basically his whole career.
Okay.
And you'll hear it used in
Oh.
a whole different context. This is 1980.
80. This is... oh, God. Who is this? It's Bob. It's
Yeah.
Bobby.
It's Bob Marley.
Yeah, R.I.P. Oh, Bob. Let it go, and then we'll... Yeah. Oh.
You know,
That is funny. Like, I totally... Now that you play this, of course Bob Marley played juniors. Yeah.
you know what other dot I'm connecting?
Yeah.
You mentioned when we talked about Telecasters
Yeah.
that a lot of the punk people were digging that reggae vibe
Yeah.
in the late
Oh, right.
70s.
Yeah.
and that being 1980. I wonder
Right.
if Bob Marley had no small part to play.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and now that you play it, of course, like I can totally picture Bob Marley playing a junior. Tell me something. When did they start remaking them in the current, like the 55 body style?
Going back to the single cutaway design, historical
or
shit.
or double.
Or
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
86.
Oh, wow. Okay. When did they discontinue the
Did this form factor?
Yeah.
Let's say 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. To 86. Okay.
Yeah.
26 years, folks.
Yeah.
That's some quick math in my
Well,
head.
and in those 26 years, you could get
Yeah.
them dirt cheap, and that's what people were doing.
Yeah, that's cool. Man, I'm in high school.
Yeah,
I got some cash. Why did I buy a goddamn Squire and not a Junior?
Yeah.
What a bummer. I'm a dummy.
We're all dummies.
Spoiler alert, I'm more of a dummy.
85.
We're jumping forward to 86, and then we're going to go back a year. We're going to go back to 85.
Yep. Ed is pumping his fist.
I
He
am.
recognizes it.
I do, and I can't.
God, what a mess on a ladder of success. Will you take one
Who is it?
Come on, Ed. Come on. Pull deep. Pull deep.
And
Power through.
I know.
Walk it off. Come on.
It's
Little hustle out there. Come on.
Oh, I hate this. Is it the Replacements?
It is.
Why could I not just pull that out? I was totally, this is the Replacements. Wait, this isn't the Replacements. No, this is the Replacements. I got that going on in my brain, and it's just like, just say it. Say the words, Ed.
It's pretty good. It's pretty
Yeah.
Yeah, Westerberg is
Yeah.
always like them.
I saw the Replacements in
A bowling alley?
85. It wasn't in a bowling alley. It was in a small venue, though.
It's like every time Ed says he's seen a band, it's in a bowling alley.
Yeah. Some small venue, and the lights were really bright, and the cans were pretty low. The ceiling was kind of low, and Westerberg pulls off his guitar, and he was trashed. It was back in those days.
Yeah.
And he started smashing the stage lights about 3 songs in, and then dudes ran from the back of the stage and pulled him off stage, and then the show was over. So it was pretty good show,
So that's a lead up to the reintroduction.
Okay, yeah. Sure.
So you could get a single cutaway in 86.
Okay,
It was
great.
introduced as the Les Paul Jr.
That's perfect. Perfect.
No TV yellow, though. At that point, 86, you could get it in the original
cherry?
Sunburst or cherry.
Yep.
And it was single cut only.
Yeah.
In 87, you could get the double cutaway.
Okay.
On the would I buy this scale?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you go to Thunder Road and buy that? No can do.
This is not for sale. This is out of Frank's private stock.
Yep. That's he's got a couple of pretty cool guitars.
He does. That Frank, he's wily.
Yeah. He's got a couple of cool guitars, and the fool just is like, yeah, John, Ed, yeah, come pick it up. Just swing by, bring it back in a few days, like whatever. Like what?
I left some stickers with him.
We gave him a sticker. Everything's cool,
Yeah,
guys.
It's cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we're up into what now?
I think we need to go out on the big bang you've been bitching about the whole episode.
Oh, my guy. Yes.
There you go. There's your Green Day. There's your Billy Joe Armstrong.
I have a thing with this band where
It is pretty good.
It was the first band that I think Carter fell in love with. You know, it was the band that he just like, oh, I love those guys. And we saw them 3 or 4 times together. And these guys, as far as just rock shows go, they're great. They are really fun live. They are really, really fun. They play to the crowd, and there's not, huge light shows or anything. It's just the band on stage. So
Yeah, I like their stuff. And
yeah.
he's got Billy Joe Armstrong has 2 signature models.
If that's your thing,
They
yeah.
do different things. I don't know.
He's got the single cut, right?
Yes.
He's single
Yes.
cut boy. Yeah.
I just have never been a fan of the whole signature thing. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I want a guitar with some dude's name on it.
No, even if it's hidden like on the back or whatever, I'm just super not into it.
If I had a signature model,
Yeah.
I would just sign the underside of the pick guard.
Like totally hidden.
Trust me, it's there.
That is anti-PRS, what you've got right
Yes.
there. None more plain.
None more plain.
Yep.
And I love that about it.
Yep.
All right, Ed, are you satisfied?
Oh my God, I'm very satisfied.
All right, well, then, in that case, I think we should call this good.
Okay,
Yeah. I thank you for showing up, viewers and listeners both.
what about me?
Oh, well, I'm going to see you next time.
Okay, I guess I'll be
Plus,
here.
you hit me with that kombucha, and I'm still disoriented.
No, I think it's great. I think it's really great.
You know it has alcohol in it.
Seattle Puget Sound Kombucha Company. There's
Nice.
no alcohol in that.
Okay, fine. Don't read the label.
There's no alcohol in
There's alcohol in
it. What?
it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
All right.
guys.
So email us, get in contact, go to Instagram, and tell
Do
Ed what's up with the kombucha.
Yeah. Totally tell me what's up with the kombucha.